Welcome to our channel, welcome to our homestead. We're back behind our barn and we're going to be installing something pretty special today. But in order to do that, we need to build ourselves a new solar panel rack. And we're going to be doing that with these treated 4x4s and some treated 2x4s. This rack is meant to be temporary before I buy another bright mount rack from Signature Solar. But I need to get this installed now for this special project. And that is this EG4 mini split, which runs directly off of DC power or AC. It's got an internal inverter inside of it. I'll be doing an entire video on how to install one of these coming up very soon. But first I need a rack for the solar panels to be able to power it. Let's get to that rack first though. When it's windy, solar panels can act like a sail, and I understand that. So even though this is temporary, I've got these solid concrete blocks right here. What I'm gonna do is put a post base on one of these blocks, and then our 4x4 post is gonna sit in there like that. With all the posts that we're doing for this rack, that's gonna give us about an extra 300 pounds to hold this down. Not to mention the weight of the treated. For a temporary structure, this should be nice and sturdy. And the nice thing about it is that you can move things pretty easily to be able to adjust for your panel size. The panels that we're going to be using for the project are right here. These are our Solar Ever 455 watt mono PERC panels. I love these panels, they produce really well, but I'm going to be pilfering them from our main system so I can use them for that EG4 mini split. But what am I going to replace them with out here? And that's these right here. These are from a company called Sirius, and they are made here in Texas. And we're going to be putting them on another EG4 bright mount right here in front of our main array. I already have my string line laid out and marked on the ground where I need to dig my holes for the footings. So stay tuned for the installation video on these new panels made in the USA. All right, back to the other rack. We've got all the blocks in the ground and set in position. Now make sure you run a string line and you level everything. You've got a line level on your string, because I thought this area was flat. It is not. There's a grade to it and I didn't see it. My block in the end is almost completely in the ground and this one is sitting on top of the ground. Now let's get this structure up, but excuse me for not filming all of it because it's raining out here and it's been raining all day, all week, and I need to get this camera out of the rain. Welcome back. The rain stopped so I can bring the camera back out and show you what we've done so far. All right, as you can see, I've got the solar panel out and we're gonna mount that for you. I'm gonna show you how everything works. And I've got all the front posts in. I still have to get one of the rear posts in, but I put on these cross ties, these support members, with these hurricane straps, and that's going to work better for me than a joist hanger in this situation. I've got these cross members going all the way across to hold the posts in place at the proper spacing. I just have this support temporarily here while we get the panel and slide it up into place. So what I'm going to use to hold the panels to the 2x4 bracing are these fender washers, a lag screw, and underneath it I have a rubber washer, because even though this is stainless steel, it will react and corrode the aluminum on the panels. So make sure if you're doing it this way with just store hardware that you've got something in between, like a felt or a rubber like this. Now let's get this panel up here. You got to be pretty precise when you're doing this, and mine are a tiny bit off, but it will be all right. So if you do it this way with the lag screw and the washers, you're going to need something on the edge to even it out on the end panel. So I've just got a little piece of 2x4 scrap here. It's about the same depth as the panel itself. Nice and snug. Friends, that's it. It is super simple. Just rest the panels on the 2x4s. Make sure you're measuring correctly so those 2x4s fall in the center of the two panels together, and they have about a 1/4 inch spacing in between for that lag bolt and those washers to sit. And as you can see, I've got some extra hanging out over the edge for the cross braces, those 2x4 cross braces. The reason is that this is temporary, like I said. So I don't want to cut that 2x4, it's 8 feet long. I'm going to reuse it for a different project. And I also didn't cut the 2x4s that are the cross members to hold the panels on. And everything is put together with screws, so I can easily take it apart and reuse absolutely everything. The only cuts I made were to those 10-foot 4x4 posts. That's basically it. I'm going to slap the rest of this together, throw the panels on, and I'm good to go. Once I'm done here, I can start installing that EG4 mini split air conditioner. That's going to be a great addition to our barn, which is already insulated. And it's going to give us a great opportunity to store things that we normally cannot store in this barn because it's just too hot. Be on the lookout for that video in the next week or so. If you have any questions about this rack, please let me know in the comment section below. Now go click on this video right here, which shows the full installation of our EG4 6000 XP inverters. Have a beautiful, blessed day. See you next time. Bye.